How's it going, guys? And today I'm back with some more Baldur's Gate. Today I'm going to show you one of the most powerful builds in the entire game to help you on armor mode. The Luminous Orb Cleric. Radiant Orb, not Luminous. Luminous is the armor. Anyway, so what we're going to do is Karlach is what I'm using for this build. Doesn't really matter who you use for it. However, Zerial Tieflings do get a Radiant Smite facial bonus, which is really good. But cantrips doesn't really matter. I would pick guidance, maybe light for early on. You'll see why in a bit. Subclass, light domain. This does not matter. Whatever you want to pick for role-playing purposes. And then here are my stats. Strength 11, Dexterity 14, Constitution 14, Wisdom 17, and Charisma 12. So go ahead and confirm that. So here is level 2. Again, doesn't really matter. Maybe some healing spells. All those things. All those fun things. Level up. Again, doesn't matter. You get the racial smite. Doesn't matter because you get all the cleric spells. We're just going to go through this. Reduce flame or blade ward, whatever you want to pick. Now this is the important part. For your feat, you're going to pick Warcaster. And you'll see why in a bit. You get advantage on concentration saving throws. Maintain a concentration spell. And then you can use Shocking Grasp as a reaction. Level 5. Destroy Undead. All the fun things. There's that Legacy of Avernus I was talking about. Again, accept. And then here, improve warding flare. When an enemy attacks an ally, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing it to miss. Right? So that's what you want. And then from here, you can do multiple things. What I'm doing is Paladin and Oath of the Ancients. Because on a crit, you want to, for this build, you can either pick protection or defensive. I'm going with defensive. When we get into the gear, you'll see why. There's just all these fun things. Alright, so that's self-explanatory, right? So let's get into the gear. We're going to come over here. For the headpiece doesn't really matter. I have a +2 against saving rolls against spells. This armor you can get in the Selûnite outpost in the Underdark. It is a hidden room. If you're coming down from the Goblin camp, there will be a caged room to your right. Go in there, walk up against the wall. It's in there. You have to pass a perception check to get it. But when the wearer deals radiant damage, they cause radiant shockwave. Inflict radiant orb. What is radiant orb? Affected energy has -1 to attack rolls for each remaining turn. It also sheds light in the area surrounding it, reducing the duration by 2 each time the entity makes an attack. So there's that. These gloves, when the wearer deals radiant damage, the target receives 2 turns of radiant orbs. Same thing. So radiant shockwave, with radiant orb. So that's 3 right there. His boots don't really matter. And then these gloves you could find in the ramshackle shack down by where you do the the ambush on the Drider in Act. And then for Callous Glowing, when the wearer deals an additional 2 points damage against creatures that are illuminated. So when we get into weapons, you'll see why this is good. And then when the wearer deals spell damage while illuminated by a light source, they also inflict radiant orb upon the target for 2 turns. I can't read, apparently. So the most you can get per turn is 10. When you have all of these together, it will inflict every creature that you hit with radiant orb, with radiant damage, or 2 turns of radiant orb, right? So I'm looking for a certain weapon. Ignore the name of my tab. So why this is important is because you have this. This is a really good spell. It does it in a small range, but if you run into the, I guess, where a bunch of enemies are, pop that off, you'll probably get 10 radiant orbs from that. And then you could also do it with Spirit Guardian, which counts as radiant damage. It's also really good. But how are you going to keep yourself illuminated this is a really popular build, so most people know it, probably. Is this right here. Blood of Lathander. Lathander's light counts as making someone illuminated, and it also helps against blinding people. And then for your next feat, you are going to go to the Stormside Tabernacle, wherever you go for Gale's Quest, and there is someone there that sells another mace that does radiant damage. You are going to put that in your inventory, put this in your side inventory, take dual wielder. There you go. Your AC will still be 20 because dual wielding, you get +1 to your AC. And then if you use the hireling strat to get all the buffs on your party, including your summons, if you have the necromancer, I made a necromancer video, go look at that. Your AC will still be 20, so you won't really be losing any AC. But also on Arna mode, I've had bunks with 25 AC and they still hit me somehow. So I don't know if it matters or not. But that's about it, I believe. Really, you just want to put anything on you that maybe helps you concentrate, healing word, any spells that will keep you tanky, right? Again, I'm not gonna really go into showing them off unless people really want them, but they are really good strats to use. Let me see if I can find. Thought I just saw it. I'm looking for improved warding flare, which I can't seem to find for some reason. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why. Maybe it would be here, no? Maybe. No. That's, oh, what, there we go. Close, disadvantage. So improved warding flare. Lets you pose disadvantage. But that's still really good because they'll have -1 to their attack roll, and they'll have to roll 2 dice and take the load. Anyway, guys, I think if enough people are interested, I will make videos showing off my builds in combat. I would just rather make it all one video, just because this is going into the actual build and stuff. And one thing I hated about looking up builds is watching minute videos. Kind of like people get in or whatever. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, comment down below any builds you want me to do, any strats you need help with. I think I'll do some walkthroughs of dungeons like House of Hope, the Iron Throne, etc. Anyway, guys, thank you for all the support. Again, it's crazy how much traction my first video got. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.